Bob! Howdy hey, this is Frakbox, and I'm just continuing mostly from where I left off. Let me just show you some of the changes that have happened. Slowpoke is now level 22. It's still not very powerful, especially since, for some reason, Slowpokes have a higher attack than they do special attack at this point, but it has no confusion. And then Spearow, I forgot, leveled up at level 22. So it is now a Fearow. Unfortunately, that was done off screen, so can't really get that back. I didn't really feel like waiting to evolve the Spearow on screen, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be taking the Spearow with me the whole way. Oh, excuse me, just had a soda. Okay, so I think I got rid of Onyx because I decided to not use Onyx, so eventually we'll be catching something else. I think at this point we're kind of ready to take on Whitney. Let me just... Okay, we don't want Slowpoke to be first. Let's see how far we get with Golbat. Wow, I can't speak. Okay, is the gym... No, the gym's after the train tracks. So we're going to have to face a lot of gym underlings first. We do want to face as many as possible so that we can get as much experience as possible. I still think these are going to be pretty easy. Let's see how it goes. I think the highest level they're going to be is, what, like 15 or something? I mean, 9. Okay, I was very wrong. This is going to be a complete wipe. So, I guess I'll talk about some things that have been going on. Still just kind of waiting for the first unemployment check because of the global kerfuffle, the global pandemic as it is. Still doing okay. Luckily, you know, I don't have a whole lot of habits that require me to spend a whole lot of money. I'm pretty happy being inside, doing a lot of nothing, so I'm doing pretty okay. So don't worry about me too much. Let's see, anything else going on? So I've been more active in the Discord that I set up, trying to get more people to come in there to have more conversations. We're trying to help content creators, smaller time content creators. I guess, you know, similar to myself, because I'm not exactly hitting the big time here or anything. We've started up a Spanish group in the Discord, so that if you have any questions about Spanish, or if you're trying to learn Spanish, or if you speak Spanish, you can join the Discord and have conversations or get help with your Spanish. I'm all about education here at the Franken Brothers, so that's one of our main taglines is, if I remember the order, inclusion, education, and entertainment. I'm not sure if that's the right order. It very well could be. Alright, here we go. Yeah, level 16. So I was right about close. I think it depends on how many actual Pokemon they have, though. So, oh man, I need new glasses. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but you probably can't, but my glasses have, like, scratch marks on them, and I've been depending on my glasses more often. Mainly because I'm starting to get old, so my eyesight's starting to go. And it's not really affecting too much, but it's harder to track, like, movement, if that makes sense. So video games have been harder, so playing Pokemon like this is totally fine, but when I'm playing first-person shooters, or even PUBG, which PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which I really enjoy, I haven't been doing as well lately, and I used to be really, really good at that game, like getting, you know, first place once every 10 games, you know, so... okay, so I don't think there's anybody down here, but we might as well check. No, okay, I don't think there's anybody down there. So, let us continue. Have we even taken any damage? I've just been kind of like in the... Okay, we took a little bit, but because of the nature of it being a bat, we should be able to vampire some of these people. It's interesting that this is like a normal type gym, right? But a lot of the Pokemon they're using here, or at least a lot of the Pokemon that are being used by Whitney, because I think she has a Clefairy, would actually, and Snubble as well, actually, here, would be Fairy type in later versions of this game. So if they were to make like a let's see, did they add Fairy type? Because did they add Fairy type? Because they did make a remake of this game during, oh shoot, because I've played, Heart Gold Soul Silver. I don't think they had Fairy type during that. So if they were to make another remake, which I kind of hope they do, on the Switch, because then I would play through that, they would have to make a lot of the Pokemon in this gym Fairy type. And most of the Pokemon here would be Fairy type rather than normal, which is interesting. So we'll go ahead and face this trainer. We'll assess where the team is at afterwards. We'll see if we need to heal or go to the Pokemon Center. Probably won't need to go to the Pokemon Center, though. We might just try to do this all in one run. Okay, Jigglypuff. Yeah, Jigglypuff is another one that would be a Fairy type, but is normal type in this version. Okay, what should we use? Let's use Bite. Bite is just really good. And hopefully it... no? Okay. What is that? Oh, okay, so you can't use it, so it's... I forget what that move is called. Disable? Okay. Yeah, Golbat's leveling up here. Now, we do have to be very careful. I keep mentioning this every single time, but Golbat we're trying to get to turn into a Crobat. So we have to make sure it does not faint. Easier said than done. I think, if I remember correctly, the Miltank that Whitney has, the gym leader here, I think it's level 25, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm sure we'll find out. So, I'm going to be really mad, actually, if it's not 25. Because this, I mean, with all the... with how much everybody complains about that Miltank being way overpowered and everybody struggling with it, I kind of want to struggle a little bit, even though I kind of over-leveled myself. Maybe it's my own fault, though. So I don't know if I should complain, but I don't know, I just have something about, my Pokemon not being all the same level, if that makes sense. It's one of the good things that, Pokemon... Oh, goodness. One of the good things that Pokemon Sword and Shield did was the automatic XP share with the rest of your party. I kind of like that. I also don't like that. It's for various reasons, which I think I've gone over a little bit earlier in this Let's Play. But it makes it a lot easier to play the game and not have to grind so much. But part of the joy of this game is kind of the grinding, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's using Pound. So if we're lucky, we'll use Bloodsuck. I forget the actual name of Leech Life or whatever. Okay, so we're probably not gonna... Yeah, okay. We'll use that one more time. We'll get about up to full health, and I think we'll call it good there. I think we're close enough to full health that we could probably rationalize taking on the gym leader here. I don't think it's going to cause us too much pain. I'm going to save. Just because that's what I usually do. I don't expect to have trouble, but with the nature of it running on the Retron 5, and I just imported the save over, expect things to go wrong, and you'll never be surprised. So, okay, here we go. Fighting Whitney. Now, if I remember correctly, she has a Clefairy and then a Miltank. Yeah, Clefairy and then Miltank. So this Clefairy, I think, is pretty tough too, if I remember correctly, which means we need to kill it as soon as possible. So we're going to use Confuse Ray on it. Confuse Ray should, of course, get it to hit itself, luckily, hopefully. It did not. Okay, Double Slap. Okay. Oh, did it multiple times. Alright. Let's do Bite. Because hopefully that'll make it flinch. Mimic. Okay, it learned Bite. Okay. Right. I think that's only a temporary move, though. Because I think the only one that... there is a move in this game where you can copy an opponent's move permanently, and I think that's only known by... what is that Pokemon? The sketching Pokemon? The one that paints? If you know the name of that Pokemon, say it down in the comments, because I forget what it is. Oh, maybe I don't... Oh, it's only level 20. Okay, yeah, we should be able to take this. Oh, I think... Yeah, okay, so it's gonna have to, uninterrupted, make that rollout move. Oh, shoot. Rollout's rock type, isn't it? Which is strong against, flying types. No. Okay, let's... Okay, I think we can take one more rollout. Okay. Okay, good. It flinched. Okay, so if we're lucky, we might be able to just flinch this to death. Okay, it's confused. Perfect. Yeah, we're probably going to win this. Okay. Because the next time it uses a rollout, it's only going to do that base level of damage. Okay, good. Yeah, we just confused flinched this thing to death. Wow. Okay, cool. Very, very easy. I am kind of mad that that wasn't level 25. Although, let's see, this is gym number 3. Yeah, it not being level 25, at the very least, is kind of, you know, for a gym leader, I don't know. I guess it is a game for kids, but... So what she's doing here is, I'm not understanding the text, but basically she starts crying, and you have to walk away and then come back, so... Negalia Piana? The Plains badge, I think? I don't know what the word for plains is in Spanish, though. Oh, by the way, I don't speak Italian. That's the language that's on screen is Italian. I am learning some Spanish. Actually, as of the date of this recording, I hit 200 days exactly in Duolingo doing Spanish. So I'm feeling pretty confident in my Spanish. Although I did have a lesson yesterday that I started having trouble with. I have been... In the past, I've studied Spanish, so I'm more like relearning it than anything. There was... Is this the lady? Okay, I think this is the one who's supposed to give me the... Where am I supposed to get the squirt bottle from? Oh no, okay, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Squirt bottle. I was like, why didn't you give me the squirt bottle? Okay, so now we're supposed to use that against the Sudowoodo. But yeah, I've been learning Spanish. I'm more like relearning Spanish since I took it like 4 years in high school and then a couple years in college. You don't use it if you don't use it, or you lose it if you don't use it, I should say. And so I've lost a lot of it. But the lesson that I was having trouble with was basically like commands, like when you're giving somebody like a command or a request. Duolingo was not doing very well at telling me like what the actual grammatical thing was I'm supposed to use. There's an interesting thing. I guess I could probably take an aside for this. So let me pull up some sort of dialogue here. So in both. So here's a good one. So piano. So I'm pretty sure that means like to think. Like I think. So the end of her sentence is like something I think. So in Spanish, the word for that would be pensar. P-E-N-S-A-R or something. Pensar. It's something like that. So pensar. Yeah, like. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Basically, if you're giving somebody a command, there's these things called AR verbs and IR verbs. You don't need to know too much about that, but basically, the way you conjugate a sentence, so like pienso, piensas, piensan, basically the ending of the word tells you who is doing the thing. So like pienso is like I think, piensas is you think, piensan is they think, essentially. Did I actually heal? Yes. Okay. the interesting thing is, so if it were a verb that ended in like er, it would, instead of being pensar, it would be piensa, or piense, piensas, piensen, basically. When you're giving commands, it was my understanding that you would basically pretend that it's the other thing. You would do it as if it's an er, ir instead of an ar. And sometimes it's telling me that, no, you actually just use the regular form. And I think there's a difference between like the formal form and the informal form. This is a lot for like just a Let's Play. Sorry for like this Spanish lesson here, but I'm still trying to figure out the rules myself. So if you kind of like know Spanish, tell me the rules, because I am confused, because it's a little bit different than what I kind of thought it was. So let me save here. I'm pretty sure we're going to catch this thing, but, you know, things happen. I want to make sure that we, you know, just reasons. I don't have to explain myself. Let's go ahead and start using the squirt bottle. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it attacked us. Man, I'm thirsty. Okay. So that, wow, that's an odd Sudowoodo sprite. Oh, it's level 20. Okay. So if it survives this, then we'll catch it. I'm pretty sure it will. Okay, well, yeah, okay. Flagelo, that's probably like flail, I'm guessing. Why am I going here? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Let's use a Great Ball, which they call Mega Ball for some reason. Oh, okay. First, wow, that's the easiest that's ever gone. Okay. So, we've now caught a Sudowoodo. I think we'll keep it in the party for a while. Just cause. Let's see what it knows here. Sudowoodo. Okay. I mean, it's right up with the level of what my other Pokemon are, so Corpo Basso. What is that called? Like critical something? Oh, low kick. There we go. Yeah, low kick. Okay, so it knows low kick, flail, Sasata. What is Sasata? The Mimica, I know what that is, but I guess I'll have to look up its moves and see what that is. Sasata, what the heck is that? Anyway, we caught that rather easily. Much easier than I was planning on. So let's go ahead and call this episode here, and in the next one, we will continue on to, I think the name of the town is Critique. Could be wrong about that. So this is Frakbox. Have a great day.